All my day ones and my stay ones, we got a scorcher. Share the show. To hell with the likes. Share today's show. Let's get to it, people. Share the hottest show online. My people. My people. What's going on? What's going on? Hopefully everybody went out there and killed it today, because you know that's what we stress, right? We stress getting out there and killing it every day. I want to say something. You guys know that there's an overwhelming number of immigrants coming. They're coming here for a reason. They're coming here to replace you. They've already done it. People don't like to hear me say it, but it kind of is over for. And I don't even like saying the black community. We don't have a community. I'll say it kind of is over for black people. All of the things that we have been taking for granted and didn't do anything with, you can bet your last life that people who have come from circumstances like where these people have come from, you will be wishing to God that there were opportunities available. We didn't make it. We didn't survive. The things that we've been through, we didn't survive them. Some people rebound certain things, and it is a little bit harder for African Americans, yes. But we didn't overcome. We didn't survive. We are all but walking corpses. Well, that's y'all, not me. Because I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. Jada Kiss, people, right? I stress and I tell you guys this regularly. You don't have to just go to work every day and that's it for you. You can tell Kay that, hey, I noticed Kathy's or Brian's office is still empty from the promotion that he got. And I've been wanting to pull you to the side and let you know that I can handle the position that he had. I don't know why, you guys. I don't know. Some of the greatest things that have happened to me in my life came from, even to the extent where people told me, bro, you can't go ask him for that. You got me bent. So I encourage you guys, yes, before we delve into this hot show, I encourage you guys, don't take things for granted. All you have to do is open your mouth. That's it. Lord God up in heaven above. Biden was just on the news today talking about giving citizenship to 500,000 of them. There's only 16 million. Listen, when they come here and they start having their families, listen, it's easy to outpopulate blacks. There's only like 17 million of us. Give 500,000 of those responsible people who aren't going to do the things that we did, citizenship and opportunities, and it is a wrap. African American people have been struggling and fighting over the scraps of the top of the socioeconomic ladder, right? Those scraps won't be available anymore. The scraps won't be available anymore. We didn't survive, people. We didn't do a good job. I'm being honest. We didn't do a good job. We looked at it like, whew, we ain't in slavery, no more things of that. It's time to party and relax a little bit. Yeah, that was not the move. That was not the move. What you're about to see is some people who thank God Almighty. They don't need any days off. They don't need any leniency. All they ask is that you give me some damn work, and we don't care what work it is. That is going to push African Americans all the way out. Topic of today's show, people. Yeah, we're going to want to put that. Where's the. Did I really do that? I did that. People, I am missing a critical component, and I need to grab it. 1 second. Give me 1 second, people. 1 second. We're going to talk for real today, people. We're going to talk for real. We're going to talk about something that a lot of people know that nobody has the balls to say. Let me see here. Okay, that's the right account. Are black people unpleasant to be around? Listen, I understand why this is the hottest show online now. Turbulence, people. There's going to be a ton of that. There's going to be a ton of that. That's what we're talking about, people. Are black people unpleasant to be around? I'm going to help everybody out today. I'm going to help everybody out. You'll hear it from a black person. A significant portion of African American people are very unpleasant to be around just as soon as you encounter them. We are broken. We are the manifestation of broken human beings, malfunctioning human beings. Anybody who tries to deny it, you're in denial. The things that you see us do, that's not the behavior of normal. Listen, I'll say it. Turbulence, people. Pretty much every other ethnic group is better behaved than we are. Hold on. There's definitely a reason. If you take the damage that black people have incurred, the systematic attacks, not only will it break any ethnic group of people, it will do to them also what it did to us. It will keep us from rebuilding. Strategically, our women have been pit against us. Our women have been pit against us. African American man has no bigger enemy right now than African American woman. They spread rumors on us, even though the statistics go against it. I had some on the post that we have that's going viral right now. I had a woman. Now, everybody should know these stats of the men in the African American community who have access to their children. African American men have ranked. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to have an issue with this, I see. African American men have ranked the most intimately involved in their children's lives. We are broken and effed up. The things that we do are horrific. The things that we do are terrible. Black people know that black people are effed up. Let me rephrase that. A lot of black people, it's not the majority, but it's close to half, are effed up. The reason why I say every other ethnic group of people behave better than us, listen, white people do raise their children better than we do. You know why? Because they didn't walk through the pain glass. We came in the game walking through pain glass. And then once we got cut up and bloodied from the pain glass and we picked up our children, some of our blood and damage got on them too. And then as they grew up, they coddled their children with the same damage that we imputed upon them. But if you guys know me, you know there's not going to be a lot of excuse making. We dropped the ball. And a lot of us are terrible people, effed up people. You know how we know? What do black people say when they get some money? They're getting the hell up out of here and into the white neighborhood. Even black people don't want to be in black environments. Somebody tell me I'm lying. I'll pull you up right now. It seems like that's the goal of black people, to get away from other black people with just cause. We really could have did better if we had have stuck together. If we don't have women, we don't have women. The African American man is the only man on the entire planet who does not have a woman of his own. There's listen, other groups of people, they've never seen anything like this. This type of division between the man and the woman, it's unheard of. Anybody who's a historian, anybody who's good, name me another time in history where you've seen this, or you've read about it, or you've researched it or studied it. I could be wrong. I don't think it's ever happened. Those of you who are going to want to see the clips, I'm about to play some clips. You know I don't just get up here and talk, right? When I tell you black people are effed up, I'm not just going to come up here and say it. I'll show you. I'll show you. Listen, let's get this out the way early today. We're not going to be doing a whole 2-hour show again. We last couple times we've done 2-hour shows with no contributors. That's those of you who want to come over here and see these clips, go down to my TikTok profile and hit the YouTube icon, or else you can just go to YouTube and type in The Real Stacey Prince. People, we are unpleasant. Could you imagine being raised in a civilized household and being around black people? You'd be leery. I'm not talking about the ones who own Fortune 500 companies. I'm not talking about the ones who fly under the radar, because I teach you guys this all of the time. Your world isn't the world. Your world is not the world, which is why I don't have the dating dilemmas that we discuss here daily, because I have tapped into a pool of amazing African American women. Amazing. Marriage material, beautiful, soft. But in a lot of African American people's reality, it's a bad reality. Listen, the reason why white people and other nationalities are so intrigued with black people, what the did this really happen? Yep, it went out again. The reason that white people and other nationalities are so intrigued with black people is because they know that everything that they were always taught could ruin someone's life and not to do, They watched us do all of those things, and they marvel inside of being able to observe the manifestation of everything that their parents told them not to do, or else this would happen. We are this would happen. That's what we are. We did everything that people from other races were warned. Now, Johnny, I'm going to tell you, yes, you're 18 now, but listen, dad needs to talk to you. There's some things that you don't do that can mess a person's whole life up. We did all of that. We did all of that. We are what most households were warned about how important decision making is. We did everything that other groups of people taught their kids. Listen, this is one thing that you don't want to do. We did it all. We did it all. I want to show you guys something. I want to show you guys something. Those of you who want to see these clips, come on over to the Real Stacy Prince. We're about to set it off over here. If you don't believe me when I tell you that we are broken, I bet you will now. So, some of you are familiar with her. She does this every day, and she pays people to follow her, right? These are slaughtered human beings. These are slaughtered human beings. And for those of you who would say, well, white people get BBLs too, you can't do what white people can do. Do you know how far you are behind white people? You cannot do what white people can do. Listen, look right by her thighs. It's crazy. She's not ashamed to show it. You guys have no shame. And I would put black men up. Black men aren't exempt from this. We all know what black men do. Black men take each other's lives. So I couldn't put any of that stuff up because they'll flag me, right? If you want to say black men having the children and not taking care of them, I've taught many of you this. That's going to tie right back around to the women. Those men who are doing that, they were born by women who didn't care who their fathers were. They were born by women who, in a lot of cases, they themselves don't know who the father is. Don't get it twisted. We don't believe that black men aren't out there doing atrocious things. We just understand it can't stop till they are bred better. Look at this. Look at this. She's in public like this. She's in public like this. Look, Jag said it looks like Play-Doh hamburger meat. She has kids. Right? What do they say? What did they say on the one thing? But wait, there's more. Let's go to the grannies. I didn't think that was real at first. I thought it was some type of skit because it's an older woman. I thought it was some type of skit. I didn't think the butt could be real because of all of the dents and craters and crevices in it. I thought it was, I don't know, maybe a balled up paper bag that they stuck in there or something. That's real, people. And that is our grandmothers today. That is our grandmothers today. Watch this. I want to show you guys something. Is that it? Okay, hold on, hold on. We're going to go ahead and jump through this. I want to show you guys what I'm talking about. Shout out to my brother Lionel in this situation. Doing Lord's work, my brother. I appreciate you, my brother. Listen, I want to show you something. I want to show you our Christians. We are broken and messed up people.
First of all, the Bible is incomplete.
I've taught you guys. I've showed you guys. Point blank. I don't care how anybody feels it. Somebody said I didn't see anything. You have to come over to YouTube to see it. Go down into my TikTok. Look, Kay said, logically speaking, said, black women are number one, multiple children out of wedlock in America. Where do you think our damage is coming from? Those kids grow up. It's amazing because it almost seems like our women believe that in the moment the baby pops out of the gnarled, mangled, pus-filled vajayjay, right? Oh, mama's baby. It's almost like they think that that's just how that baby's going to be. That baby's going to turn 16 one day and be old enough to hold an extended clip Glock. I don't know. I've taught you guys several times. It's not me. The Bible itself says, I usurped a woman not to speak in church. For it is a shame for a woman to speak in church, but she is to remain silent. And if she is to learn, let her learn at home from her husband, right? Everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. But I want you to see how fiery this Christian pastor of a woman, she's a pastor, and the Bible says a woman is not permitted to speak in church. Listen, I forgot the main part. I usurped a woman not to have authority over a man, nor is she to teach. This is what the Bible says. And I'm going to go ahead and delve into that briefly. Do you know why we know and understand why the Bible said a woman is not to have authority over a man and she is not to teach? Look at everything that you see. Look at everything that you see. These women have collapsed an entire race. And God didn't want her having that type of authority. Or she collapsed the entire planet. Eve did. Let's go. Baltimore in the building. Smoke and talk insist in this situation. Listen, I need one of the moderators to go ahead and drop my brother's links down. You guys need to go check their show out. Listen, when they say smoke and talk, listen, no exaggeration, right? Shout out to my people, my day ones. I want to show you how a woman who God said is not to teach nor speak in church moves.
Right Timothy 2:11. Let the woman learn and serve. I see. Are you a woman? Are you a woman? Okay, so listen to this. The Bible says that the woman, she just said that she's a woman, should learn in silence. That's what the Bible says. I didn't make that up. I didn't make that up.
Let's do this. First of all, the Bible is incomplete.
Okay, so
second of all,
incomplete.
you're missing four other words.
Who the hell would want to come home to that? It's why you can't get married. This woman right here is a replica of a large number of black women. Unpleasant. A lot of people are scared of you. African American women, and this isn't a show about African American women. This is the show about black people, period. Unpleasant to be around. Not all black people, a huge number. Black men take each other's lives, right? This, what I mean when I say the typical black woman, you guys know all of the information we compile from this show. It's not our information. We go to the dictionary. We go to encyclopedias. We get historical data. We get statistics. and the women in our face do what this woman is doing right now. Well, the Bible is incomplete. He points out a scripture that I have showed you guys for over 2 years. Now, here's how a woman who desires to be a pastor combats the fact that the Bible says a woman is not to teach. I didn't say that. I'm telling you, the Bible says that. It goes so far as to say she is not to have authority over a man, but she is to remain silent in church. And if she is to learn, let her learn at home from her husband. But these women don't do that. They deviate around that and they go form relationships with their pastors. Right? And that's where all of the BS comes in at. I want to show you this is what we're dealing with.
First, second, third, and fourth Corinthians.
Who you said
You're
about
listening
me?
to the Corinthians.
The
When you
sister
listen
said-
First and second Clement.
What's your point? What's your point?
When you don't have all the information,
But you're a
you
pastor.
can't get misinformation.
But you're a pastor.
Listen, these three men whom God historically has given his instructions to men, these three men don't have all of the information, but she does. She said this is the error that you can get into when you don't have all the information. Do you know how arrogant that is? Three men don't have the information, but she has the information. Let's see. I told a guy that today, and he told me I wasn't proud to be black. See, and that's another thing. We have to tell lies. What have all of you heard black women tell me? But your mama's black. They basically mean don't tell the truth. That's what they mean when they say that. Self-hatred if we tell the truth.
You're a pastor, right? What do you teach from?
When I teach from all Bibles.
But you didn't say that it's incomplete. You see the confusion here?
I got an
This
Ethiopian.
sister said,
I got a Jewish
the
Bible.
sister said that the Bible is incomplete, and she's a pastor.
That's 66.
So when I give her a law to take to her that she needs to change, now the Bible is off. Now the Bible is incomplete. You are full of excuses. You need to take accountability.
I don't subscribe to Hebrew Israelites as much either. I'm not going to say they don't have some information that is tangible, but there's nothing I've ever read. It seems like to me Hebrew Israelites just like to, I don't know, show people that they know more about the Bible than they do. And I've seen the Bible clearly condemns that, clearly. So, yeah, it's not that I side with, shout out to my girl Mel in this situation. Bless up yourself. Keep up the truth. My girl. Shout out to my brother Jag in this situation. And shout out to my brother Jag again. My brother said, we are broken as a whole. We are effed up. The moment we get some money, the first thing that we talk about doing is moving out of the black neighborhood. We have normalized dysfunction and bad behavior. The reason we normalize it is because it takes work to undo it. And I'm just going to say this. I'm not going to say this about men. I'll say it about women because we know it to be a fact. I can prove it off the top of my head. One thing about African American women, they hate doing the required work. They hate it. And they will not do it. Instead of letting their hair heal and grow, no, they go get hair weave for months at a time. Instead of losing the weight, no, they go get a waist trainer, right? Instead of letting your fingernails get healthy, no, they go get Freddy Krueger Raptor nails, right? Instead of just taking care of your own skin and being beautiful, they litter and layer themselves in makeup to the point where they're unrecognizable and unidentifiable. You all look like each other. There's nothing special about not a one of you. Sleeping with one of you is just like sleeping. You all, I really wish 2 women would come up here because men have been wanting to know. Did you guys know that you look the same? You do. There she is. There she is. I got one. I got one. Soon as I said that, I had a fish on the hook. What's going on? What's going on? Tell me how your evening is going. Nope, nope, nope. Got to be on topic.
It is on topic. I promise. I promise. So I was talking to my homegirl today, and she's been single for a little minute now. And she's been coming to me, telling me that she's lonely, this, that, and the third. And this was like a conversation like a couple weeks ago. And today, we were having a conversation. She was like, I feel like I have to be more masculine to protect myself, to protect herself. And this is, and like I said, me and her are pretty natural, you know what I mean? We're not really into all the makeup and things like that, you know what I mean? And in my opinion, she is a good woman, you know what I mean? In my opinion, she doesn't have any children, so that's already enough.
That's like being a virgin in the black community.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on, you
And
got an
so
echo
far,
going.
and she's. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix it.
Yeah, you have something up in the background.
Take me out and I'll come back.
Hold on. Okay, yeah. Listen, we have to get to a point where we stop playing stupid. That's why other people think we're crazy. The things that we really do in front of them, we really we really try to act like we don't know what they're talking about, which makes you crazier than the weird and abnormal behavior they just saw you demonstrating. We have to talk about these things because most of you are broken and damaged to the point where I know, see, I give God praise because I know that I'm damaged, right? But it didn't get to the point to where I can't function on the level that agrees with my purpose in life, right? It didn't get to the point to where it can prevent me from being successful, and I'm grateful for that. Miss Lori in this situation, expecting 212. Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Shout out to my brother Stewie in this situation. Shout out to my brother Mike Check, my day one. Smoke and talk in this situation with the super chat. My people said we got to get it together as people first. Subscribe. You heard what my people said. Listen, I appreciate my people for getting them super chats together. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, that's basically it, And she said, I feel like I would love to be able to just flow in my feminine energy, but it's just more so of, me trying to protect myself. You know what I mean? And that I understand her on that note because we grew up in Columbia, South Carolina, and
It does not matter. Move. Before you conform to a lewd behavior, you move.
What? Well, I don't think it's in a lewd. What she considers masculine is her staying to herself, going to work, taking care of herself. You know what I mean? Not
Okay,
really
hold on.
trying to
Stop.
interact.
Do you believe that that is how the Lord our God, Jehovah, designed woman to function?
Absolutely not.
So while she's functioning outside of her natural capacity, she's breaking more and more and more to the point when she does interact with a man, it's going to resemble social awkwardness and breakage. It's supposed to be a flow.
Right.
You're not supposed to have to, let me tell you what you just said. I'm going to tell you what you just said. You just said this.
Okay.
Well, my girlfriend told me that, there's times that she has to turn herself into a man as a woman. Is there anything about that that makes sense?
That's not what I meant, but yeah, that does. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's what it
I get what
is.
you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're
Who is the beholder of masculine energy?
saying. Men.
Men. So if you're telling me that a
Mhm.
woman told you, I have to reboot my masculine, and she's saying, I have to behave like a man.
Well, I think what she meant in particular, she just and honestly, when I wasn't able to really
We can't
not to
get
say
too
that I
far
was
away from the show
masculine.
topic. We can't get too far away from the show topic. The show topic is we are talking about how broken and unpleasant black people are to be around each other. Do you disagree?
Oh, I agree with that.
We're
I can go on
scared of
about
each
that.
other.
I am. I was. I was. I can give you a story right now if y'all want to hear it.
No, we got to stay on the topic. What I'm telling you is
Oh,
this.
it's
Well, listen, what I'm telling
okay.
you is this. You guys are so far out of pocket. Listen, I'm a man. I'm a man. This is actually
Mm,
perfect. I'm a man.
mm.
I had the balls to come up here in front of everybody and say black people, not all black people, a large number of black people are unpleasant to be around. Let's be real. You wouldn't
That's
find
the truth.
5 black women who would own up to that. As terrible as you guys are acting in
Mhm.
society. You guys get up here, we
That's
bring
true.
up statistics, facts, historical data. You guys
The
are
black
so,
community
hold
shames
on,
you
you
for being
guys are
different.
so far out of pocket to where our kids have
Mhm.
no choice but to continue growing up in this broken pattern. And that's what we're seeing. It's a revolving door
Oh yeah.
that creates broken children. But listen, I got to get back to the show though. I appreciate you coming up.
All right, bro.
All right, all right.
No problem.
Stop, stop, stop. Hold on, hold on. Are you single?
No, I'm engaged.
How does he feel about you calling him bro?
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think what would happen if my chick was in the bed with me. Oh, bro. Oh, bro.
Okay. See, I would never do that in the bed.
Even still, who typically greets each other by calling each other bro? Who typically does that?
Men.
So why are you women doing it? You guys are behaving like men. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get you. I get you. I mean, I guess I never really thought much into it. I didn't really pick up that word. I didn't pick up that word until I was around more black people.
All right. I appreciate you coming up.
All right.
All right. Shout out to my brother Greg Biggs in this situation with the Cash App. How to show online, people. But listen, wait, there's more again, right? Um, I want to say this. I understand that people, the way I get up here and the things that I say are fluent. That doesn't mean I'm not hurt by the things that I'm saying. What am I going to do? Lie about it? Which is what black women do. I can't get up here and lie about these things. What am I supposed to do? Would you prefer this? Um, we don't really behave the way we should. No, no, no. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. This is what I do know. This is what I do know. But listen, this is Rick Ross's baby mother. Who, if it wasn't for him, rapper Rick Ross's baby mama goes off on him for boasting about no longer having to pay child support. I think maybe somebody asked him, yes, we are on YouTube. Those of you who want to see these clips, you can go down. As my girl, Miss Mac said, that thing will not shut up. That's something my mom would say. Those of you who want to see these clips, because we're going to be pulling clips out the gluteus. Go down to my TikTok profile, hit the YouTube icon, it'll shoot you right over here. Or you can just go to YouTube, type in The Real Stacey Prince. Listen, hopefully I won't get one dispute about this. There's no way that the mother of Rick Ross's child would live the life she did now if it wasn't for him. But look what she has to say.
That's a good one. See, that's when the bitch was his regular self then. Listen here, bitch. Every damn fucking hustling. I heard you was over there talking about you. The best Father's Day gift you could have got was you sending your last child support payment.
What's wrong with that? As much damage as child support does to men. What? See, and I'm going to say this. Why can't I be glad that I no longer have to pay child support? People are crazy. I'd like to wager a lot of men would probably invite a lot of their brothers out to the bar on their last day of having to pay child support. It is something to celebrate. But what I want to show you is how black women talk. I want to show you. And I'm going to rewind this. I want you guys to see how she started. She didn't say Rick. Look what she called him.
That's a good one. See, that's when the bitch was his regular self then. Listen here, bitch. Every damn fucking hustling. I heard you was over there talking about you. The best Father's Day gift you could have got was you sending your last child support payment or something, bitch. You stupid, silly motherfucker. Who the fuck give a fuck about?
Y'all, listen, I need this to get mind-blowing to you ladies. We don't like you like this, and we won't take it. Don't you see that? I swear, quality men will not take this. You know how I know and how I can prove it? We haven't. Look at our marital rate. We don't marry it.
Your child support payments, bitch. And if I want some more, I take my ass over to family court and get some while he going to college. Bitch, you ain't worthy for me sitting in the system and going back and forth to court to drag your big fat funky old zippy taking ass down for a little something, bitch. I'm making that shit per shit.
I want all of you ladies to know this. When you're dealing with a real man, I'm telling you now, it's not safe to call a man a bitch. I'm telling you ladies this now. Get it from me before you have to learn the lesson. It is something that is programmed in us. Watch this. Hey, fellas, on YouTube or TikTok, I want you to type and tell me what happens or what is likely to happen when a man calls another man a bitch. Watch the comments, ladies. Goat said we black out. Mike said get that wig snatched off. Listen, Matthew said ASS whipping. Somebody told you guys that thing was safe, and it's not safe. Look how fluently she's doing it on the world net. You ladies weren't taught. Look, Lionel said it gets physical. Point blank. Your moms failed you. They didn't teach you the things that preserve your life. And we empathize with that. So we try to do it. But when we try to do it, look at how we are received. My girl, La. You ladies have to listen to somebody or you're going to perish. But listen, let's go.
No, you didn't know? Are we out now, bitch? What are you going to do now? Stupid motherfucker, I could pay for college out of pocket now, you dumb fat.
Why can you pay for the college now? Because of your attachment to Rick Ross. And listen, I don't know their personal business, so I can't say that she's never thanked him. Yeah, listen, you'll be toothless. That's real. We don't know why you guys were raised very terrible. I don't give a damn. I'm going to say it. Turbulence, people. The reason why I say that black people are unpleasant, the bulk of it comes from the women. If you don't believe me, I'll put each individual woman to the test right now. Here's what we'll do. I need the women to tell me something that black men are doing out in society that's given the entire black community a terrible reputation. And I'm going to give you one. We take each other's lives. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, TikTok, if we don't get 15,000 likes in the next 2 minutes, we're going to go ahead and shut the TikTok down. This is disrespectful at this point. I need 15,000 likes. We need 10,000 likes, people. This is the hottest show online. We don't do this. Look, Miss Mac said one thing black men do that gives us a bad reputation is marry the wrong women. Okay, so I'm assuming people couldn't bring up a lot of things. I don't have to tell you what black women are doing to destroy our entire reputations. I'm showing you over here. Let's go.
Bitch. Alexa! Cut that bitch off now. I'm talking. Get that bitch out my house.
I want to say something else. I don't mean to keep pausing it. I want to say this. Ladies, did you know that you weren't supposed to be cursing? Did you know that? Now, I'm not going to try to turn you into a perfect human being, but I'm saying it should be very minimal. That is not the essence of a woman. And if your dad didn't tell you, if your mom didn't tell you, I'm telling you, let's do this. Fellas, I want you to give me on a scale of 1 to 10 how bad it gets up under your skin to hear a woman who regularly curses. Now, listen, the reason I did it like this, ladies, because I don't want you to take my opinion. Me, myself, I want to see what men say. On a scale of 1 to 10, fellas, tell me how bad it gets under your skin to hear a woman who curses regularly. 9.9, 10, 10, 10 plus 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. This is what I'm telling you. You don't need to listen to your mama or these other girlfriends in your life. You listen to us. You have been led astray. And if you don't believe me, look at the dating results you're getting. Look at your reputations. Have you noticed men don't have those reputations? We don't. So we must know what we're doing. Look, Everything Burns said 10. It's a turnoff. Lionel said it's an 11. How can't you listen to the men who are the consumers of you? It is men who purchase you. But you can't convince us to purchase you because the only thing that quality men purchase is things that they view as a lifelong investment. You're calling yourself bitches. So why am I wrong for not treating you much more than a bitch? Let's go.
Listen here, you fat bitch. Let me tell you something, you fat funky mother. You gotta worry about them 8 or 9 you over there you got that you gonna be paying child support for till you're about 70, you stupid old. You should have clipped your back then when you was talking about it and you was telling me about it, but I
Turbulence, people. This is my day one right here. Lala said it's crazy we can turn it off for work, but not outside of work. It's because you are under the authority of someone at work. Most of you have removed yourself from the authority of a man. Therefore, you don't get better. You don't improve. You don't progress. You regress. A good man will change your life. Look, Miss Mac said it's the name calling for me. You guys are doing things that we never thought you could do. I don't like to make this a show about the woman. I try not to. Thus, the title. I'm talking about black people, period. We're unpleasant to be around. Not all, but a large number. It's not even half, but it's a large number. The culture that we have embraced dictates that we be nasty and figure out ways to make being nasty not seem like it's so nasty.
Yes, you got scared, didn't you? You dumb funky bitch. I'm so glad mine's the last in the nest and he gonna go do what he gotta do and be a young man. So, bitch, I could go be a whole hoe because you kept me back a long.
You hear that? I can go be a whole hoe now that my son is out the house. I need 5 women to come up here. If we're going to do it, let's do it. And I'm not pulling anyone up until I get 5 women up here on TikTok.
Long time. I ain't know I could get these much and bitches in life, mother. Bitch, you did me a favor. I tried to let you have your dusty daddy day yesterday. I didn't even come on there. I did it on purpose. I made big beef back ribs for my motherfucking sons. That's good fathers, bitch. And lima beans. So the shit that you love to motherfucking eat, bitch, and you wasn't worthy of getting one.
Do y'all know that I'm teaching here and I can barely allow this to continue on? It's repulsing me. A lot of the things that you ladies are doing, we never knew a woman could do. Do you want to know how to get that out of you? You go put your damn self up under the authority of a quality man and you do what he asks you to do. You meet the requirements that he makes of you. It's not going to be him benefiting. It's going to be your life changing. Your life will change. Your life will change.
Motherfucking bean out the motherfucking pot. I heard you had some shit on your story about me, bitch. You run it, bitch. Let me tell you. Over here, unblock me. Please, you fat funky fucker. You done blowed your ass back up because everybody know I told the world I found them needles in your motherfucking refrigerator. So obviously it wasn't diabetes medicine, it was Ozempic. Now it look like your fat ass done gained all that weight back because you slide across that stage looking like the shit poo. Over here, unblock me. Please, you fat funky fucker. You done blowed your ass back.
You know what? I'd actually like to go to that clip now. You know what? I'm not going to do it. I'd like to go back to that clip. I guarantee you there's not one person on here who doesn't know for a fact that there was likely a ton of women under her comments egging her on, saying, "Say it, sis." We know it. We see it every day. We see it every day. Shout out to my brother Mike checking this situation. My man said, "This donkey mouth." I'm going to say this to all of you. Turbulence, people. A woman will never be anything without a man. You just won't. I don't care how you feel about it. You get me 10 of you and 9 of your single girlfriends, and let me match you up against 9 couples, and let's see whose lives are better. How come you don't get this? As long as you don't have a man, as long as you do not have a man, you will continue to be free to let all of your emotional biology leap out of you and do things. See, because the truth is this, based on your biology, a lot of these things you can't help. That is why a man is essential. He will bring you back in place. He will reel you back in when you get out too far. And the getting out too far part, check this out. It only hurts you. So in essence, the man is saving you from yourself. But listen, people, you know we're not done. You know we're not done. Let's go. I'm trying to get you ladies to understand.
Condoning what he did. No. Understand that. I'm not saying what he did was right. But
I want to show you. I want you guys to see right here. This right here, what this woman is about to do, is what we see in African American women regularly, justifying BS. Now, she's talking about when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Let's go.
I think it's selective. Condoning what he did. No. Understand that. I'm not saying what he did was right. But I think it's selective outrage because think about it. We watch a sport, hockey. The finals are on right now. We watch men literally throw off their gloves and punch each other in the face, and the crowd bangs on the plexiglass and they are cheering them on. But for some reason, when two men in an Oscar environment have that same altercation, we want to cancel one man for the rest of his career.
Well, it's part of the, well, you can't compare those two things.
But it's true. Listen, it's not like he hit a child. He did not hit a woman. This is not a routine for him.
This
It's not
was
like
an
he's an abuse.
assault on national television.
We watch assaults all the time.
I need you guys to see the Hispanic woman. She's blew back by this. And that's how people look at us. Like we're crazy. This Hispanic woman can't believe she's even attempting to justify it. I want to show you this again.
Point with hockey, and I'm like, it's very when two men in an Oscar environment have that same altercation, we want to cancel one man for the rest of his career.
Well, it's part of the, well, you can't compare those two things.
But it's true. Listen, it's not like he hit a child. He did not hit a woman.
It's not like he hit a child. It's not like he hit a woman. I need everybody to listen to what was said. This is why Chris Rock said, women, children, and dogs get unconditional love. Men get loved based on what they can provide. This woman said, it's not like he hit a dog. I mean, it's not like he hit a woman or a child. So men ain't nothing. That was an amazing point, people. This is the treatment that men get. Here's what she really said. It's not like he hit a woman or a child. He only hit the men that build this effing world of luxuries that I live in. The men who keep me safe. Look at the Latino woman.
Not a routine for him.
This
It's not like
was
he's
an
an abuse.
assault on national television.
Look at her face. She can't believe what she's hearing.
Hit a woman. This is not a routine for him.
This
It's not like
was
he's
an
an abuse.
assault on national television.
We watch assaults all the time. Is my point with hockey, and I'm like, it's very interesting. In certain arenas, it's cheered on in this.
Now, and to her point, Will Smith is 6'2". Chris Rock is 5'10". And small. This is what they do. Where can I find the clip? Come on over here to the YouTube, Miss Lori. The clip. Hold on. Matter of fact, I'll get the clip. And Miss Lori, I want you to give me a thumbs up in my inbox on TikTok, and I'll just filter it to you through TikTok. It's the rationalizing bad behavior. We deal with it every day. We talk about it every day. Topic of today's show, people. We are definitely not straying away from the topic of today's show. I want to show you guys something. And I bring, oh my gosh, I bring African American people in this as a whole is because I don't desire to just pick on black women. Everybody knows the dilemmas that they face. But what we don't understand is if it has been proven that you kind of can't function on your own, then why do you get so crazy when we tell you you have to turn yourself into something that is pleasant for a man to want to save? Right? That's where it gets crazy at. It's like you take great pleasure in doing the things that everybody is telling you causes you to be undesirable in the eyes, listen, not of men, of human beings, period. Listen, watch this.
Juicy, juicy, juicy. When she walk, all you see.
You people, I'm not even going to do that. I'm not even going to do that. I am going to cut that because I want you to be able to really see that. I am going to cut that and really send it. I want you to see, and I'm not saying that white women don't get BBLs. What I'm telling you is you can't do what people who have their lives together can do. You can't. Let me see something. That's it. Give me a second, people. I'm almost done. You know I had to pull this one off on a whim. Okay, let's go. Look at this. This is amazing. This is absolutely astonishing. Listen, I'm going to give the people on YouTube, listen, I need my show contributors. Where my cash appers at? We are embarking upon our hour. We are embarking upon our hour. To have the hottest show online definitely constitutes more than $10 an hour. We don't do this. Where are my people at? She said disgusting. My brother Mike said, I guarantee you they're not washing properly. You know it. And me, myself, if I wasn't aware already, of how men got broken, I would ask myself, what kind of man would even lay with her? But we already know the answer. A broken, dysfunctional man who was raised by a single parent mom. There's absolutely nothing this woman could do to get me to lay with her. Nothing. I view her as a broken human being. There's nothing that she could do to get me to lay with her. Absolutely nothing. Those of you who want to see the clip that we're talking about, shout out to my girl over here, always setting it off. Miss Lori in this situation. $25 cash app. I appreciate you, love. All right, I'm going to go ahead and play the clip now. Those of you on TikTok who want to see it, go down to the TikTok profile and tap the YouTube icon and it'll send you right over here. Like my brother said, that can't be clean. It can't be clean. Jeez. Listen, my brother Maximum Max said, and the sad fact of the matter is, a lot of women will risk their life to get these BBLs. You risk your life to look like trash in the eyes of quality. Okay, so those of you who don't believe me that quality men aren't into this, anybody, name me a quality man whose woman looks like that. We're not even going to wait. Play this one more time. People that just came over. Now, here's the issue with this. Here's the bigger problem that nobody's talking about. Now we have to stop and ask ourselves, who is this girl's friends? Right? You see where I'm going with this. Who is this girl's friends? Who is it that's allowing this girl to make moves like this? Who is it that is around this girl? Okay. And you know what? You won't be able to hear it. Let me see something. I got to fix this too. I got to play this. I got to play this. I'm going to throw another clip at you guys before I do. Is this it? You're not going to want to miss this clip. Again, the topic is black people really are unpleasant to be around. I'm going to move my picture so you guys can read this caption. People, it's not a joke. This woman, while her teenage daughter, was getting on the bus, walked to the bus with one of the baby, what do they call it? The things you carry the baby in. And put a baby on the bus with her teenage daughter so her teenage daughter could watch the baby. Listen, it is not my goal at all, by far, to diminish the character of black women. I am telling you, we are effed up. Black women, way more than black men, undoubtedly. And I'm not saying that to, again, the world knows it. Here's another one.
One of the most pro-black. Moved to Dubai to become a porta potty. And if you don't know what that is, it's
This woman is bragging because she went to Dubai to become a porta potty. Look.
women who come to Dubai and get pooped on for $50,000. Black girl living.
I'm going to make you be honest. Ladies in the chat, tell me how many of you would let another human being dookie on you for $50,000. Give me a thumbs up if you would. Give me a thumbs down if you wouldn't. Listen, black women have been flying to Dubai. A lot of you who have friends say, girl, I'm going, they didn't pay for the trip. They're going over there and they're getting pooped on by rich Saudis. black men ain't making it no better. Well, come talk to me, Miss Kimberly. Come and talk to me. Because I'll do this again. I'll do this again. Which you may not have been here, Miss Kimberly. Black men aren't performing as badly as black women. Our name is not being screamed and shouted across the globe. If we were to take up the mantle and do the things that black women are doing, it wouldn't look as bad because some of the things that you guys are doing resemble something that a man would more likely be doing than a woman. Okay, let's go.
In Dubai. What I spent in a day living in Dubai. So y'all know I just moved into a new apartment and it been beating my pockets down. Child, I spent like $3,000 on Amazon and I'm still ordering stuff. I moved to Dubai to become a porta potty. And if you don't know what that is,
She moved to Dubai to become a porta potty where men can dookie on her. Listen, she moved there, so she's going to turn it into an occupation. She's going to turn it into an occupation. And then she's going to blow the money. Every time she makes $50,000, she's going to blow another 50. Then she's going to go get pooped on and peed on again. This is what we're telling you guys. We've been telling you guys these things for the longest.
women who come to Dubai and get pooped on for $50,000. Black girl living in Dubai. What I spent in a day living in Dubai. So y'all know I just moved into a new apartment and it been.
She has no shame about it. She's bragging about it. And this is the issue that we're having in the black community. Here's the question. If you'll let somebody poop on you, and they're going to smear it on you, and they'll pee on you, all of those things. If you'll let somebody do that, what won't you do? That's the real question. What won't you do? We know you're over there taking it in the behind with multiple. Once you cross that line right there, listen, in my opinion, if a woman were to do something like that, she should need it for her mom's heart surgery or something like that and vow never to do it again. This woman moved over there to turn it into an occupation. You know why there's been a string of black women going over there? Because they've peeped out. They've got on social media and peeped out the self-worth and the character of black women, and they know that they'll do it. So I'm going to tell you ladies something. Those of you who have girlfriends who are kind of making you believe that, girl, I'm about to fly to Dubai and and do this and do that, be skeptical on whether or not she paid for that trip. Be skeptical of whether or not she paid for that trip. I'm going to say this again, people. The reason white people and other nationalities are so intrigued with black people is because they know that everything that they were always taught could ruin someone's life. They watched us do all of those things, and they marvel inside of being able to observe the manifestation of the repercussions of everything that they were told not to do or else. We are the what else. We did all of those things that other nationalities warned their children not to do. We are what most households warned their people about doing or else. We are the materialization of the repercussions of everything that they were taught would happen to them if they did the things that they see us doing. And that's why everybody's so intrigued with us. All of the things that they were warned not to do, they saw us daredevil that stuff. And they're looking at walking zombies. We know we're broken and we know where it came from. So what do you think we see when we see somebody else who looks just like us. Have you guys ever noticed when two men are walking in opposite directions, coming at each other like this? Two black men, there's tension, right? There's not going to be any speaking and things. Sometimes it's a nod, right? The reason that there's that tension there is because we know what we are. We know that we're broken. And when we encounter somebody who looks like us, we know that we are gazing into the eyes of someone who has likely been through what we've been through, who has likely done some of the things that we've done to get by. We can identify so easily with them. To be honest, it's similar to looking in the mirror. The moment we see each other, we pretty much know each other's secrets. We pretty much know some of the shortcuts that person has taken in life. We pretty much know some of the things that individual has done when the water gets cut off. We're pretty sure that you were raised by a single parent mom, and we're pretty sure that we know the characteristics of your mother. We are messed up people, and nobody wants to admit it, least of all black women. And we don't understand the way you guys like to say black men are coming down on black women. It's not black, it's the world saying this. You got white people scared to talk because you'll call their jobs and things like that. You'll call them Karens. They're just telling the truth. I'm telling you to your face, you're effed up and you're unpleasant to be around. Everybody knows it. Kevin Samuels was big on, listen, my people are having trouble. Maybe this will help. Maybe this will help. My people can't see the comments. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Is that better, people? Jesus Christ. I really wish this woman could come up. We got one who apparently hasn't done any research, people. It starts with our fathers, then our baby daddies, BF. What the heck? I don't know all of these terminologies, and or husbands. Look, notice that she said and or husbands, right? When they abandon us, we suffer mentally. You're a hoe. You didn't get abandoned, so stop the games with me. Don't play with me. Listen, Mel said it before I even read it to you over here. Victimized black females ruin the world. She didn't even know what you just said, but she had posted it before you even said it. You're a victim. Listen, black women are not getting left and abandoned. The rate at which you are having sex, I want to know. I want to know. Ladies, give me a thumbs. I want to know this. I've never done this. By thumbs up, give me a thumbs up if you do believe it. Give me a thumbs down if you don't. I want to know how many women are still lingering on to black men are getting black women pregnant inside of relationships, and then once they find out that the woman's pregnant, they leave. Give me a thumbs up. How many of you believe that that's what's happening? I can't wait to see this. How many of you believe that these babies, 63% of African American women have multiple children by multiple men? You believe those are relationships? Those are bust down babies. Give me a thumbs up if you think that men are in relationships with women, and once the woman says she's pregnant, he leaves, or that these are babies out of casual sex. Give me a thumbs up if you believe that these are relationship babies or if they're casual sex babies. I can't wait to see this. Give me a thumbs up if you believe that these are babies that came from relationships, or give me a thumbs down if you believe that these are casual sex babies. You guys got to stop this because you look foolish in front of the whole world. You're trying to force people with good sense to believe a delusion of yours. Nobody believes it. Look, not even black women. Are you crazy? Black women don't believe it. Because just like I know how I get down, some of these women know the things they've done. They know whether or not they were in a relationship with this boy which they got pregnant. I literally have not seen one thumbs up. And there's women here. I have not seen one thumbs up yet. I appreciate all of you ladies for being honest. See, because we can never fix this thing if we keep saying there's nothing to fix. How can we? Look, they're still going. I gotta read some of these comments. Tessie said immensely. Hey, I said, are these casual sex babies? Tessie said immensely. Listen, none of the men or women are going for this. Look, logically speaking, said Miss Kimberly, most black women aren't worthy of being in a relationship because of their bad reputation. Turbulence, people. This is one of my prouder days. I always look for a reason to pat black women on the back, and this is one of them. I know it's probably hard to admit truths that are that harsh, but I salute all black women who didn't lie to themselves. We think you're crazy when you attempt to convince yourself. My name has been Tommy for 35 years. I've had a cock for 35 years, but now I'm trying to convince you to call me Tamisha. That's what we think about you guys. The level of delusion is so strong, we can't comprehend, we can't communicate with you. A lot of you ladies, listen, they're still going with it. Look, Emerald said the victim Olympics. Well, if these men... Oh, that's a natural black beautiful woman. Now, see, I like that. I like that. That's that natural black beautiful right there. How can we fix things when we've told ourselves there's nothing to fix? How does that work? How can we do that? The answer is clear, people. We can't. We can't. My brother. Shout out to my brother Mike checking this situation with the $20 super chat. My brother said, real talk, Stacy. Black women are investing thousands to get to Dubai in hopes of getting pooped on for a payday, but most of them strike out because they are not attractive nor worthy enough to get pooped on. Could you imagine you hearing about something like this that could land you an easy $50K, but then up on arrival, the doormans and the servants, whoever it is who is required to vet the women, they tell you you don't qualify to get shitted on. You guys know I don't curse, but I want to say this. Do you know the world couldn't say about you what it says about you? We don't understand you. We it's difficult for us to communicate with you because there's so much we don't understand. We don't understand how we really do have the answers, which is why black men aren't talked about like black women. Whatever it is that black men are doing, even after we go to prison, even after we gang bang, even after we've been shot, even after we've shot somebody, even after we've done all of the trauma, we still don't have even half the reputation of black women. So my question is this: could it stand to chance that maybe black people know how to do something that can reduce the things that you're going through, the reputation you create for yourself? Could it be that black men have found a quicker path to healing from our traumas than black women? Could that be? It has to be. We're not talked about like you are. But the ninjas that yo big funky game of 21 butt crack smelling, pus infested clitorius, butt smelling like in between toes, he got to make, oh, hold on, multiple baby daddy having, obese or overweight, and regular looking, makeup littered, eyelash elongated, wig wearing tail must have a man who makes $100,000 a year. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? The man who could rapidly bring about your healing process ain't good enough for you. With all of the dating value decreasing that you have experienced, do you guys know how hard it is for us to look at you with respect? We don't understand. We like to think that any day now somebody just nationwide is going to jump out on all black men with cameras and say, we was just joking with y'all. Black women don't really behave like this. I think most of us are still waiting on it. How can you be average and below average looking, multiple kids by multiple men, and be overweight and have such high standards? This is the very man who is the supervisor at In-N-Out Burger who could change your life for the better to the point where people was, girl, y'all seen Cheryl? I didn't say nothing to her, but girl, Cheryl used to cuss left and right. I talked to her for 2 hours today. I don't think she said one cuss word, girl. Listen, y'all seen Christina? Now I know my eyes not playing with me. Had that girl lost some weight? Listen, I talked to Tamika the other day, y'all. She sound white, girl. Talking all pleasant and shit. This is what having a quality man in your life does. He will not tolerate you destroying yourself. You guys have been tricked. You have been bamboozled into competing with us when you can't compete with us. Men are superior than women. The people who executed these marketing campaigns, I know they're sitting off with their comrades who are doing these campaigns with them to further their agendas. Once they pay marketing teams to push this propaganda across social media, I bet they're sitting back like, God damn, Bob, do you really believe that we were able to get these women to believe that men aren't superior to them? You are in such competition with us to where you defy the dictionary. And I want all of you ladies to know this. When we catch you trying to defy the dictionary, this is what you get. The infamous belt buckle jingle. That is what you get. When we catch you being goofy, we bust you down because we hate it. When you're acting ignorant like this, you believe things that aren't real. A man who can't respect a woman cannot love her. We can only bust you down. Whereas you ladies say men are dogs and men are just hitting women and leaving. No, men are treating you according to your output, your information output, your class output. Ladies, let me say this to you. Men are superior to everything on this damn planet. Men trap and cage great white sharks. And yet they've convinced you to argue back and forth with us on whether or not men are superior to women. Your life will never be what it could be until you attach yourself to a man. I swear to you. If you don't believe me, I'm going to ask you ladies to do this again. I need you ladies to call to your mind right now 10 of your single female friends, and call to mind right now 10 of your female friends who are married. Actually, I want to answer. I believe it. Aramis said, would you believe the amount of women who will knowingly and willfully accept degradation on the job? Yeah, I believe it, brother. Would you believe the amount of soul selling that goes on in corporate America with black women? Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God. This woman, okay, I'm going to behave. I'm going to be mature. This respectful woman said, so if women fail, whose fault is it? If a husband turns out to not be a good provider, whose fault is it, ma'am? Who can a man blame if he fails as a provider? Who can a man blame, ma'am? And see, I just want to say this. I don't mean any disrespect to this lady. When you guys let us know that you don't know the answer to very simple concepts like that, we only use you for sex. There's nothing more that we can get out of a woman. And I guess it's always okay to ask questions, but oh God. Okay, so if this podcast fails, people, tell me whose fault is that? At this point, we have to ask ourselves who else could be to blame. I got to read that again. Maybe that's not what she meant. So if women fail, whose fault is it? Yeah, that's what she said. She really said it. Hey, it's men's fault. It's men's fault. And maybe you mean also in this context, 54% of the children in the black community have been pinned on the wrong man. So I guess we could say that woman failing to be faithful to that man, I guess that's his fault. So I'll give you that. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. She said, why do you keep trying to get these women to understand your point? My women already understand, ma'am. There's women on here that we've been on this journey together for 2 years, some of them a year. Some of them have different viewpoints now. Some of them hated me when they first saw my show. They came up and told me. It's called progress, man. It's called progress. Nah, somebody's going to give me some action today. We got some more clips that I want to show. I got two people I want to come up here. Charlie said, "You seem so frustrated." Yeah, it is because men and women are different. God equipped men with the abilities to look into the future and see things and start preparing for them, right? Men can see evidently so much more clear than women that we are watching a house burn to the ground. That house is the black community. That house is the black community. I agree. Like I couldn't believe it was a real question. To be honest, I couldn't believe it was a real question. Who is to blame if I, as a man, fail as a provider? See, and actually, I'm glad she asked that question, because it was a further display of what we're all going through every day. That's how hard black women try to push accountability off of themselves. And it's terrible. God, I don't have it. I wish to God I had it, and I'm going to find it. Please let me find this. Let me find this. I am going to find that. Actually, we'll play the other clip. Oh, something's wrong. I don't know why that's not working. But listen, I'm going to play a couple of more clips. When black men see, and it's not just black men, it's black women too. When we see each other, it's similar to looking in the mirror because we pretty much know to the extent how that person grew up, what it was like in their homes. Listen, those of you who aren't aware, there's times when black men are walking in opposite directions of each other, right? You would think, what's up, brother? Sometimes that happens, right? But for the most part, I mean, a lot of times it's not. It's like two lions walking down the street, recognizing each other's trauma. Like I know everything I need to know about him. He probably will set it off, and I need to let him know I'll probably set it off too. So I give him a little glare, like no smile or nothing. When people encounter black people, it's like encountering a stranger who knows your secrets. I don't know why it's so hard for people to acknowledge black people are unpleasant. Even black people seek to get their money right so they can move out the hood. What they really trying to say is move from black people. Myself, I would not dare go to any function that was all black dominated. I would not dare. No club, no nothing. I would not dare. Because we know what happens when mass amounts of dysfunction gathers in a concentrated area. Have you guys ever stopped to think that only in the African American community do people lose their lives when their only intention was going out to a club and enjoying themselves and doing some dancing tonight? It's a regular occurrence. It's a regular occurrence. Listen, my brother said if your mom and your sisters and your aunt aren't qualified to introduce you to good women, be single. And listen, look at our moms, look at our aunts, look at our sisters. They're ratchets. They're ratchets. Listen, Nay said, I'm not gonna lie, I can't live in no black neighborhood. It's dysfunction. The person who's knocking on your door to borrow some sugar is liable gonna be the same person to duct tape you. And I don't know why we lie about this stuff. I want to know. I want somebody to tell me why we lie about it. I don't know. I know this show right here. People aren't gonna believe. No, girl, he said that black people was I said it. I say it to your mama in all of her ratchet glory. I am not making fun of anybody. Do you know that out of 100 people, we'll split it in half and say 40 of them are women? There's not one woman on here who can say she doesn't know 2 to 3 women who are very close to her who are single parent moms. Give me a thumbs up, ladies. No, give me a thumbs down if you don't know anyone close to you who is a single parent mom. Give me a thumbs up if you do. My parents would say that you are who you hang out with. These are facts. Look, brother said my mom. That's what I'm saying. See, we need to have more conversations like this because when we start telling the truth to ourselves, that's where real breakthroughs come from. But what can happen if you're lying to yourselves? That's crazy. Don't you know I know where you come from? I know about you. If you are black, I know about you. And I'm talking about real black. I'm not talking about, I take that back. That was foolish. I am talking about urban black, not the privileged black. Because that is definitely black too. There is no separating of the blacks. I'm just making a point. People who come from a privileged background, they are less likely to engage in the things that we all know about. They're less likely to have to engage in those things. God bless you, my brother, Kenneth. This was one of the coolest shows that we've had because I feel like this. Women aren't really saying much, but when they see me throwing myself in the equation as effed up too, It breaks down the defense mechanism and allows them to assert whether or not they might be broken like me. If you think we're not broken, you're crazy. You walk around half naked. You walk around half naked. Right. She said, now the Almighty is surrounding me around happily married women. Watch this woman's life change dramatically. Watch. They say you are what you are the equal of your 5 closest associates. But accountability is halfway to the solution. It takes responsibilities to solidify the resolve. I agree. I can't imagine a world where we're really running around here acting like we're like everybody else. And the only reason that whites aren't is because they didn't have to go through the trial. While our ancestors were still in slavery, they were building businesses. So the amount of experience they have over us is nuts, right? We have been through some very bad things in the United States. Every black woman on this panel right now who is single and asking for a man who makes $100,000 a year is guilty of treason. We don't come from that. I saw somebody said, you guys are cowards. You won't even stand up against the white man. And da-da-da. This is not our home. If somebody comes up in here, you want us to overthrow somebody in their own home? With their own military? It's crazy. It's like you don't think before you speak. This is not ours to even be taken from somebody. She said there is a lot of single white moms, but they're in better predicaments. They have privilege. They have advantages that black women don't have. Black women can't afford to do what white women can do. Now, I hope there's not one person who doesn't know that. Black women do not get looked at the same when they walk into an interview. We are at a severe level of disadvantage. There are machines and systems that have been in place that ensure that we don't climb too high. There are white billionaires who are multi-billionaires for real. They had Jay-Z, Dr. Dre, and Puffy all fighting for close to 20 years to see who was going to be the first black rap billionaire. 1 billion. See, once they subconsciously put this ceiling over your head, it's all you will strive for. How come they weren't striving for 3 billion? If you do the research, they've already admitted in Silicon Valley that black tech entrepreneurs get overlooked. Right? They even said we got to do better about it. So we are at a severe disadvantage, but you don't have to be a monster. Listen, those of you ladies, this woman right here, I want to see her profile. Whew, this is a nasty woman here. Kimberly Miller. I would swear that black men want to take bleach baths like they hate the color black. No, we just hate women like you. And I'm being honest with you, ma'am. I know there's no way I can say that polite, but we don't like women like you. The only thing that women like you can get from us is this. The infamous belt buckle jingle. And then after we lay that on you, it's downhill for you from there.
Dead man!
Yes.
Dead man walking!
Welcome to Death Row.
Miss Kimberly, I guarantee, I don't know you. I know you're not married. I know you're not. You're too nasty of a human being. Most men would only bed you. This woman has not had one thing meaningful to say the entire time that we've been up here. I want to see. I want to see. Kimberly Miller. Redbone Precious. She's talking about us, but yet she's practicing colorism just by her name alone. Redbone Precious. It's crazy. You people are nuts. Redbone Precious. Lord God. You're talking about us. You're the one separating yourself from other black women. What the hell? Is this a... There's no way that this is a... Is this a woman? Listen, just in case, I don't know, but I'm going to tell those of you who belong to the alphabet, okay, see, I'm going to have to block her. I just got flagged. This is a man, ain't it? She got boobs. Ma'am, you're huge. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You have no business judging nothing about men. You don't qualify for these men that you're talking about. African American men are the most desired group of men on the planet. They don't have to settle for this. Are you crazy? This is a conversation that you shouldn't even be in. Look how big your feet are. I can't do this. I can't do this. I don't even want to look at this. What? See, this is what I say when you guys are crazy. This is what we don't understand, people. You could have at least made your profile private. We don't understand you. We don't understand you. You don't have sense enough to shoot your shots and make your profile private. Are you crazy? Is this a dude? This is a dude, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm not going to keep trying to figure it out. But I know this is a... How did they just block me? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm glad I did that. Let me see something. This is a... She sure just reported me. But I want to see which one they knocked off. Let me see here. Okay. Unavailable. What the hell? How can they do this? So I jumped off before they could. What? I don't care. All right, people, we're about to get up. Oh, okay, hold on. No, my people did. Yeah. Once again, my people, we prefer that you hit the Venmo, the Cash App, or the PayPal because, like we said, YouTube takes, I think, more than half. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead. TikTok is dirty for this. They are dirty for what they did. I jumped off. I've never seen that happen. I jumped off. And they went back and that funky beast of a man. You're going to still be a man even when you get done, and you can only wear a dress. You can't do the other things. I said it. Okay. Yeah, they got us. But listen, people, I'm dead serious when I say we do have to start being real about what's going on. We're effed up people. A lot of times we're unpleasant to be around. People get nervous around us. And the only reason that I say particularly black women is because those rumors aren't said about black men. Black people typically aren't scared to speak to black men. The movies Angry Black Woman are about women. We don't have those. Even gangbangers know how to hold a pleasant conversation with businessmen. Look at Nipsey Hussle. Look at Jeezy. Look at 50 Cent. This is what I'm telling you. Now you flip that around and you go to the women who made it to the industry, there's still a lot of bad things that's said about them even after they make it. Very difficult to work with. Some of them have been blackballed. Black men definitely have their things to fix too, but what I'm telling you is Farrakhan said it. A nation can rise no higher than its women, and we know why he said that. Post 24 was horrible. And the beat goes on. Hey, Dub, like I'm telling you, man, you know what, I am gonna put it up because I did download it. Look, see, listen, even the filter. Yeah, I'm gonna make fun of her today. I said I was gonna start growing up and stop acting childish, but I lied. Okay, I'm gonna start tomorrow. Even that filter that shows you or turns you into something that you resemble, look. I ain't never been a sex, baby. That's what I'm telling you. It turned her into a man. That's what I'm telling you. I wasn't exaggerating. And she's big. Listen, I'm your huckleberry.
I'm your huckleberry.
Don't play with me. My Aunt Nancy used to say, don't do me, do the next Negro. I'm going to give you the smoke if you want it. Ain't no daggone way this a woman. You guys provoke me to this foolishness at times. So I'm not going to accept the blame of it. I'm going to say that you guys do this stuff. You instigate my lewd behavior, and I'm standing on it. This person makes that man look like, let me see. Yeah, I don't know if that is a guy because she's with somebody who seems like he's from the LGBT. Look at her feet. I don't know. I just know this. Ladies, I'm going to tell everybody, those of you who, there's nothing wrong with being unattractive. I may be unattractive, but don't put the spotlight on it. I wouldn't do something like that. There's no way. That'd be crazy. Dub said, yes, that one. I'm terrible sometimes, people. I know it. And I indulge on it like eating red meat. Sometimes. Dub said I ran to her profile. Listen, I gotta send this. I got to. I'm misbehaving. I'm not gonna lie, but I'd be scared to give this person a compliment in the event that this really is a guy. What's your voice sound like?
It's a steal. It's a steal, baby. Look at them. Beautiful. They look.
Okay, this is the last one because I don't seek to degrade people up here all the time. I'm standing firm on it. You guys are responsible for my lewd behavior sometimes. You incite it, you encourage it, and that's like really crazy of you.
Listen, these sunglasses right here are unisex, and they look good on.
Look at this woman's jawline.
Everybody. I mean, anybody can wear these sunglasses and look good. Anybody can wear.
Could you imagine when those lights go out in the bedroom and the shadows get to playing off of that jawline? Probably be hard to get that thing up.
These sunglasses and look good, and they are highly affordable. I believe they are less than $5. So if you catch them on sale, it's a steal. It's a steal, baby.
Y'all gonna tell me that Listen, people. Dub said, Lord Jesus. Hey, that's who I was thinking about. Terry said, Old Evander Holyfield cheekbone. Evander Holyfield after a fight cheekbones. Y'all terrible, man. Seriously. Y'all bring the worst out in me. Some want to be female feminists so bad, but don't realize they're self-victimized by themselves to something. They're not. And it's crazy. Like, today we had more of a reasonable show, right? More of a reasonable show where women weren't really bucking that hard. Yet we had one. Yeah, I got to get this off of my screen. Hell of a screensaver.
Look at them. Beautiful. They look good on everyone, too.
Apparently not. Apparently not, Red Bone Precious. With your colorist tail. Listen, people, we got things to do, people to see, people to do, things to see. And we're out of here. We're going to do a part 2 of this as well. We need to start cussing ourselves out and condemning ourselves so that the world doesn't have to. Also, I've asked you, I got to put that up. I'll put it up right now. I am going to put up the comments in the community box. I appreciate it, my brother Terry. I'm going to put up in the community box. I need you guys to give me suggestions because I thought that we were rocking out hard with the new intro video, but we didn't get the reception I was looking for. So I need you guys to give us tips on what you think would be hot, right? I'll be putting that up here in a minute. I just placed the community board up. Those of you who have ideas on how we can make a jaw-dropping intro video, give me your ideas. Again, I just posted a community board. Let me know. Hottest show online, people. Hit that subscribe button, people. Hottest show online.
I'll make you famous.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Dead man walking.
Welcome to Death Row.
What? I ain't hear you. What you say? I ain't hear you. I ain't hear what you say.
Never talk to me like that again. You hear me? Huh?